Welcome to the Dental Team Podcast. I'm your host, Kiera Dent, and I have this crazy idea that maybe I could combine a doctor and a team member's perspective because let's face it, dentistry can be a challenging profession with those two perspectives. I've been a dental assistant, treatment coordinator, scheduler, biller, office manager, regional manager, practice owner, and I have a team of traveling consultants where we have traveled to over 165 different offices coaching teams. Yep, we don't just understand you, we are you. Our mission is to positively impact the world of dental, and I believe that this podcast is the greatest way I can help elevate teams, grow VIP experiences, reduce stress, and create A-teams. Welcome to the Dental Team Podcast. Hello, Dental Team listeners. This is Kiera, and you guys, I hope you're having an awesome day out there. I hope today is just a magical day. I am car casting. I'm driving in beautiful upstate New York. This is my favorite time to come here. This visit and my September visit, truly my favorite times, and I honestly want to buy a house up in upstate New York. Let me know if anyone has any ideas about that. I mean, I love it. I think it's beautiful. I will definitely skip out on those winter months, but the summer and the fall are pretty incredible here in upstate New York. So I hope you guys are just having a magical day today. I hope it's awesome. And if it's not, guys, that's okay. I have had a few crazy weeks where I have not enjoyed life. And sometimes it does help me to get out of town, to have a little bit different change in scenery. And I truly do love that change. For you guys, you get to decide what you want to do. But for me, sometimes getting out of town resets my mental energy, resets my focus, my direction, and what I'm trying to accomplish. And for me, that is coming to upstate New York. So with that, guys, today is going to be just a quick podcast on something that actually came from these offices I am coaching with. And we are setting up their quarterlies. I see them every quarter. My goal is to come in and be an outside vision to help rally the team as somebody who doesn't work day in and day out with them, because that sometimes when you're so close to the problem, so close to your practice, you can't actually see outside. So I come in every quarter and help with that vision, help with that direction. And we were talking actually in this practice, and before I get there, I'm supposed to do this and I keep forgetting. If this podcast has helped you in any way, shape, or form, guys, we are trying to grow it. So I'm going to ask you directly, if you have not shared this podcast with someone recently, if you haven't left us a review, I'm going to ask you to go share it in at least one Facebook group today, share it with one friend, or leave us one review. I don't care what one you choose to do, but one, post it in a Facebook group of something that's helped you, and I don't care which topic you choose. Head on over to thedentalyteam.com, click on podcast. You can search any topic and you can share any podcast you want. Go add massive value to a Facebook group where we can help them and share our podcast. 2, give us a review. That helps spread the word. It actually helps us rank higher when people are searching for dental podcasts. Or number 3, share it with a friend. You guys can just click the bottom arrow and send it in a text message, but that just helps more people grow, innovate, and help us truly reach our mission of becoming the best consulting company out there that is delivering and positively changing and impacting the world of dentistry for good. So if you want to help us out on that mission, I would love it. That is truly what we're here for. And this podcast is here to inspire, to motivate, to change practices, and to grow them. So if it's helped you in any way, please help us out. Share it in either a Facebook group, share it with a friend, or leave us a review. I don't care, but please do it today. It helps us a ton, and it means the world to me because this is how I'm able to accomplish my mission of positively impacting the world of dentistry in the greatest way possible. All right. So with that, this is, like I said, personal development. So it doesn't even have to be a dental person you share this podcast with, and that's okay. We have actually quite a few listeners who aren't dental. They said, Kiera, you do a lot of life. And I said, yeah, I do, because I don't believe that we're just dental people. We are people first who love dentistry. So today, when I was coaching these offices, and this was not my idea, this actually came from one of the doctors in the group. He said that he's reading a book called The Ultimate Coach. Don't worry, guys. It's surely on my book list of what to read and what to do. And what he said was, in the book it said, and I want you guys to do this. So this is going to be a tactical one for you. In the book it says, who is the best blank? Okay, so for this book, it was talking about people being the best, the best athlete, if you will. So the best athlete, and they asked, who is the best linebacker in the world? We'll just use that as an example, okay? Who is the best linebacker in the world? And the answer was so-and-so. And the coach said, actually, it should have been you. You should say you're the best linebacker in the world. And if you don't say it's you, then I'm going to ask, what do you need to do to become that? And before I even ask that question, I'm going to ask, do you want to become the best linebacker in the world? If your answer is yes, then what do you need to do daily to become the best linebacker in the world? I thought this is a really, really, really interesting concept. So I'm going to ask you, and I'll list off a couple different positions. So step one is going to be, let's say I ask you, who is the best dentist in the world? And I want you to honestly answer it. I obviously fed you the answer before, but I want you to really think about it and ask yourself, am I truly the best dentist in the world? Who is? Tell me the name of the person that you think is the best dentist in the world. Tell me the person that you think is the best hygienist in the world. Who is the best sedation dentist in the world? Who is the best CEO? Who is the best lead dental assistant? Who is the best, other ones, the best treatment coordinator in the world? Who is the best office manager in the world? Who is the best scheduler in the world? Who is the best biller in the world? And guess what? If you don't think that you are that, my question is, do you want to become that? And then what do you need to do daily? What daily habits, notice it's daily habits, do you need to do to become the best? Hello, Dental Team listeners. What would it take for you guys to just completely and utterly change your practice? Like truly, if you think about it, because for me, I know oftentimes it's just having somebody right by my side, pushing me along, holding me accountable, having somebody to spin ideas off of. And honestly, that's all it takes most of the time for us to go from good to great. Usually it's taking the knowledge that we learn and actually executing it. That's why I would love to invite you to join our Platinum Virtual, where we do a coaching call, a Zoom team training. We invite you to our community, and we just really dive deep with you. We're that partner right by you to help you go from good to great. So if you're wanting to join, take your practice to the next level, and you know it's time for you to implement, execute, and go to that next level, email us, hello@thedentalyteam.com, and I would be so excited to welcome you as our newest Platinum Virtual member. Can't wait to see you there. This is such an interesting concept. I'm clearly thinking about it. I'm on day 3 since I heard this. And I thought about myself. And it's funny because yesterday I asked myself the question of, who do I think is the best dental consultant in the world? Guys, this is a moment that I'm going to have a humble brag. I truly do believe Kiera Dent is the best dental consultant in the world. I have worked my booty off, guys. I take a ton of CE. I've worked in so many different scenarios. I have grown practice after practice after practice after practice after practice. The results are consistent. So yeah, I could say, and I thought about all the other consultants I know, and I'm like, honestly, there are probably better consultants when it comes to having more structure on build outs. I hands down, I don't think my startup knowledge is as strong as other people. But I think for a general dentist, for a lot of pediatric practices, you better believe it. I feel like I'm the best dang consultant in the world. Now, yes, I just did a humble brag that's very uncomfortable to do on a podcast, but I also purposely want to do it because these are my true inside thoughts, guys. And if you asked me this, because someone actually did ask me this, and they asked me this 3 years ago, and they said, Kiera, do you think you're the best dental consultant? And I was like, no. Like, I was rattled to my core when they asked me this. And they came at me and they spit at me with words, not real spit, thank heavens. But I remember that just feeling so bad to me, that I wasn't confident that I was the best in the world. And so you guys better believe I have joined Tony Robbins Platinum Consulting. I have attended consulting after consulting after consulting courses. I have 3 different consulting coaches that have helped morph me, push me. I go in and do risky, crazy things. I went into a practice the other day and I shook, rattled, and rolled their entire life. Don't worry, that doctor was emailing me every single day, terrified of what I had just implemented. And I said, hold steady. I did it to another practice and I thought I was the worst consultant ever. And then guess what? 3, 4, 5 weeks later, I get an email. Kiera, I thought you were ludicrous with what you were offering and expecting us to do. And I am shocked at how easy and effective the results were. Guys, I am very confident in my skills. But guess what? If I change it and say, who is the best dental consulting CEO in the world? Oh, shoot. That is not Kiera Dent. And that was the first thing I asked because, guys, guess what? I am a really, really, really good dental consultant. I am not the strongest CEO by any stretch, but guess what? I freaking want to be. And that fire inside of me is what pushes me to attend different conferences. So now, guys, I know I've got the dental consulting on lockdown. Not really. I've got to keep working on it, keep growing. They're my next zones, like I said, startups, practice acquisitions. I want to have something that's for systemization. So it's really simple and on an easy schedule. That zone of consulting, I don't feel like I've got on lockdown. But as far as skills, results, coming in, dominating, and getting that, hands down, Dental A team. Absolutely all day long. But now CEO. No, I don't have it and I need to get there. So with that said, I want to be, and this is oftentimes, especially for leadership, of do you want to become that? Do you want to be the best lead hygienist there ever was? Do you want to be the best office manager there ever was? And if so, what do you need to do daily? As I ask myself this question, I think oftentimes we come to this podcast asking and expecting me to go into results and how to do it and how to become that. And I think I would actually be doing you a disservice because I truly do believe, and this is something, if you don't believe it, I would encourage you to start believing it. I believe that all of us have magic within us. I believe all of us actually have all the answers within us. And so my question to you is, number one, who is the best blank, fill in your position, in the world? And answer it. I do think that there are other consulting companies that do things better than we do. And I answered that honestly. I said, this consulting company does this better than us. This consulting company does this better than me. And guess what? By saying that, it helped me realize how we can grow and be a better consulting company. Even though I think I might be one of the best dental consultants in the world. Again, humble brag, and it is okay. You might be the best freaking dentist there is, but you might be like me, where you're like, not the best CEO there ever was. So let me improve that. So that is where I'm at. Then it is, do I want to become that? You guys, I literally had to sit there and think, do I actually want to become the best CEO there ever was? I think about CEOs of like Walt Disney, of Wall Street. Like, these are huge, awesome CEOs out there. I do not think I'm the best one. I honestly think the CEO of Disneyland and Amazon, like Jeff Bezos, there's Elon Musk. I think they're better CEOs than Kiera Dent, hands down. Hands freaking down. And I had to ask myself the question, guys, there's a piece of me that kind of feels tired. We're trying to get pregnant. We've gone through our first cycle of IVF. Guys, I'm not ready to talk about it. It did not go well. So we're about to start another one. And I'm not ready for 36 more shots in my stomach. Or more than that. That wasn't as bad. It was more the like mental stamina of finding out none of my eggs made it. That, guys, we'll talk about that another day. I don't know if I'm ready for that. So there's a piece of me that's kind of feeling a little tired. A little, do I really want to be the best CEO in the world? I know that's going to take extra time from me. Do I really want to become this? And then I thought, yeah, I do. Because I love growth. I love serving people. I love inspiring people. And I love helping more people. So yeah, you better freaking believe I want to become the best CEO in the world. And so what do I need to do? And I wrote down my action items. Number one, I need to get another mentor. I need to get a bigger, better CEO mentor who's going to mentor me on what they do. I already have 2 in mind, and I've got a to-do list to reach out to both of them to mentor me. That's number 1. Number 2, I need to freaking stop doing the things that I love because I actually don't make time for the things that are the most important in my life. So I'm actually going to block out CEO time. I now have it set up for Fridays or CEO time for me. I've already talked to Shelby about it. She's already changed my schedule, and that's going to be happening. That's number 2. Number 3, for me to become the best CEO in the world, I need to actually ask my team for feedback, but I need to ask top-notch CEOs for theirs. And I need to read more books from the best CEOs. There's a ton of wisdom out there in books, and I'm going to start reading more CEO development books. That's my plan. That's my plan, guys. So my question to you is, are you the best blank in the world? If not, do you want to become that? And then what are the daily habits you need to implement to become that? I'm going to leave that with you guys. I think this could actually be an incredible team meeting that you guys could all do, have fun with each other on it, and get a lot of information and share with one another. Try it out if you'd like us to help you guys facilitate that, or you want us to help grow you to the next level. You want to be personally coached. Office managers, doctors, we do personal one-on-one coaching, and we also do team coaching. So email us. Let's see if you're even a candidate. Doesn't hurt to try. hello@thedentalteam.com. I would love to help you. I'd love to inspire you and take you to the next level. As always, guys, thanks so much for listening, and I'll catch you next time on the Dental Team Podcast. And that wraps it up for another episode of the Dental Team Podcast. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll talk to you next time.